I'm late. Well, I'm not too late, but anyway. Slightly late. You cannot always be on time, right? You can't. We are going live. We are going live. Okay. Hey, 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 hey. Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm still setting up a few things, but I will be ready soon, and we will continue to work on our talents because we want to have them all in game. Yes, we do. Why is saying the one channel is not working? Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Let me see. We have an issue with Twitch. Looks like. No, we don't. It's just the chat. They cannot connect. Okay. Well, fine. For some reason, it seems that the chat is not connecting to Twitch. I mean, not that I need it, but I mean, it's a bit easier if I can see you on, right? It's a bit better if I can see you. What do you mean sign up? Let me check, huh? Maybe we can fix it. Destination, streaming monitor. Active, not active. I'm trying to understand why on Twitch. Yeah, you cannot see me because I didn't switch. I didn't switch yet. I'm secret mode. I'm in secret mode. Okay, I can switch. Hello. What the fuck is that? There was a test. No. Wait. We still had the wrong. We still had the wrong thing. Wait. Why we have this hat? We can have this hat if you want. This hat is very comfortable, by the way. It's so warm. I really like it. This hat is very, very warm. But no. I would say no. Yeah, I'm doing test. Oh my god, what a face. What a face, boys. No, I was trying to fix the Twitch thingy, but it's not Twitch Arenas. Plane shift online, yes. Okay, I don't know. I don't care. It seems that the chat is not connecting. We have a screenshot of the day. Someone fighting Mulberlords. How old looks this graphics, right? When you see the new game. It looks very old, which is nice because it means that the new one is better. How are you today, boys? I'm good. I want to proceed on the talents. and bring them all in. Now, the news of today is that we have the Mac release. The Mac release is working, so if any one of you is on Mac, you can test it. You just launch the 7.16 and you go and update to 7.18. Yay! Hello, Baxus. Hey, thank you for stopping by and saying hello. It's always nice to see people joining, even if you have to go. You think we can go underwater? Underwater? What do you want to have? You want to have the Nolthrir realm, huh? You want the Nolthrir to be there, huh? Interesting. Okay, so let me remember what we were doing. We were working on talents, and we were trying to put as many talents as we could into the game, and try to show them in the UI in a way that was actually usable. Right? This is what we're trying to do. And we did this, and we did this, and we did this. And we did a bit of that. Prospect minerals, prospect plants. Yeah, you know what is the problem? The problem is that I'm not really sure that I want to have these ones. Because, you know, these ones are just... yeah, I think I will remove them. I mean, talents must be meaningful. Everything must be meaningful, you know? So an achievement is meaningful if you can reach it by doing something with your brain, you know? Not just doing something with your hands randomly, you know? Or your character is doing it by himself. Yes, the Twitch chat is broken at the moment. Hello, Constrabus. The Twitch chat... So this is what I see. I can show you. This is what I see. This is what I see, and he's saying, you see, channel 2 from 1 from 2, connected, plane shift, error, Twitch API unauthorized. So it seems that maybe the authorization from Twitch, like the authorization from Twitch like expired or something, so that I need to redo it or something. Google Authenticator, I don't know. So billing, streaming setup. I can go and check everything, but speed test, email settings, social alert, branding, account. I don't know if we can do it now, but yes, the Twitch chat is not working. I could ask for help. But maybe I can fix it myself. I don't know. I mean, it worked yesterday. What you would like to do? I don't know what I would like to do. I want to fix this. This is bringing me to my channel. I don't know how to change the authentication from. Maybe it's a temporary problem. I can ask for help. Twitch API unauthorized. Twitch API unauthorized. I can try. Start a conversation. Send us a message. Restream a few minutes ago. I'm trying to understand where the hell. Can log in, outage, cannot channel, getting started, pleasant prime, tools and features. Something is not working. Overlay analytics, restream chat. Okay, I'm going through that. I don't know if we really need it, but still have a question. Can we certainly help? Please describe your question. Hi. Yesterday everything was working okay. Now the Twitch chat is not coming through in Restream chat app, and I see Restream chat app, and I see an error saying Twitch. What does it say? It say Twitch API unauthorized. Twitch underscore API underscore what? Underscore unauthorized. I didn't change password or anything. Is it a temporary problem? Okay, I don't know. Maybe they will fix it. I'm sorry, on Twitch I cannot see you. I cannot see you. I mean, I can see you, but in another way. I have to click here. Like Constrabus is saying test, so I see you, but in another screen. So I need to click more, you know, to see you. Now, what I was saying, I have a question for you guys. So these levels, right, are based on, for example, harvesting. Okay, harvesting as levels associated to ranks. And so when you are rank 10, you are called, I don't know, apple farmer, because it's very low level. You have a good chance to harvest apple and lantana flowers, right? So, and this is giving you a bit of an indication of what you can actually farm, right? Hello, Marcel. Hi. And then, you know, at this level is saying for every successful harvesting attempt, you harvest 2 products. You also have a good chance to harvest clackerweed, windreed, yarrows, and pungent tubers. But I don't understand this too much. Like, there is just a chance, you know, that is hard coded into the calculate mining odds, right? Which I don't know if I really like at the end. Calculate mining odds is, wait a second, because I think someone answered to me. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, our agents are currently busy. Okay, they will answer in the next 10 minutes. I think it's fine. I mean, I don't need it now. Now, what I was saying is that calculate mining odds, right? So if you go on calculate mining odds, so if I do a name like calculate something, wow, we have a lot of calculate. Okay, calculate mining odds, right? The answer were saying that the Twitch API is down, is offline. There's only failed connection across the board. Okay. Please keep an eye on Twitch status to see when the API comes back. Okay, thank you. Okay, they answered actually. Insane, huh? You think there are no humans behind this, but actually there are. Okay, so there is the Twitch status. At the moment, the Twitch status is all online, but anyway, they say that it's down. Okay. I mean, it says up, but maybe it's an API thingy that is having issues. I don't know. Fine. Anyway, so the point is that these calculate mining odds. For example, if you have 40, it's saying that you are harvesting 2 products. I don't know about that. Are you really harvesting 2 products? Set the result quantity increment. Yeah. I think it's done here. Because it's player skill divided by 20. So when you are at 20, you harvest 1. When you are at 40, you harvest 2. Yeah. So it's basically going up. Okay, well, that makes kind of sense. So you have a 60, you harvest 3 products, you harvest 4 products. You harvest 5 products. Wow. No, I think this is interesting because I was thinking that it was only limited to okay. Now I think I like this speed up. I like the fact that you can harvest more at higher level and you harvest more fishes or more plants or whatever. Does it work with mining as well? Yes, I think it works with mining as well. Okay. I think if we keep the... Yeah. Okay. Okay. So maybe this one I'm not too against. I think this one we can probably keep. The only problem is that they are all too close to each other. What should we do? Should we scale the bar based on 200 or 400? And because I think at the moment we don't have any skill, right, that is above 400, above 200, right? I think the maximum that we have is 200. There is a random 300 here, but I think it was just a test. Yeah, it's a bit hard for me to read the chat. I have to click on 20 windows, but no, I need to think about this. Staff of Glimpse. I think we have a bit of an issue with this scaling of the skills, right? Because you see that a lot of skills are like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So every 10 ranks, you are getting something. And change ability requirement. Change ability. Do you like the fact, for example, that in Magic you can access a certain staff? You can use a staff only if you have a certain rank, and I mean, I think it's not bad, but I need to understand. Let me just understand 1 second, maybe how it works in game, because I don't really remember it too much. So let me see. Let me see if I go. Yeah, we need to go prod, and we need to repopulate NPC. Yes. Now, what I'm trying to. What I'm reasoning on is which kind of talents we want for the skills that are like very repetitive, right? So like mining, harvesting, fishing, this kind of stuff, right? So which kind of talents we want? Because okay, there can be a talent that speed up the harvesting or fishing, so you get more fish, more plants, and that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's not particularly exciting, but it's just giving you more of the same materials. Plus, maybe you are able to harvest more rare materials because they're harder to reach, and that's kind of fine. But I think it would be nice if you could, like, recognize those materials somehow, you know? Or if you have a way to, I don't know, you see them from distance, or you sense them in the area, or I mean something more than just harvesting more of that, right? So this is what I'm thinking. I mean, you already get more quality out of it. But I'm thinking if we can add some, if you have any ideas, let me know. I mean, if there could be a talent for harvesting, which is doing something else than just giving you more quality. And giving you more more quantity, right? So something else. I don't know what it can be, but okay. So I need to test this. What I need? First, I need that is day. I need a location where I can find one of the materials. But first I want to test this stuff. For example, Staff of Glimpse. Okay. So if I do, I think I have some on me already. Like I have Staff of Thunder. Yeah, I think I have a few already. Like I have Staff of Thunder, Staff of Whisper. And I think those are listed here. For example, Staff of Whisper. Staff of Whisper in theory can be used by anyone with 30 magic, right? In theory should be 30 magic in Azure Way. Hello. Who is Rabartus? Hello, Rabartus. Where are you going? Seems you're running away. Can I use my staff on you 1 second? Can I use my staff? So is the staff used as a what? Is the staff used as a melee weapon as well? Because in theory this staff should have a magical attack associated, right? I mean, I don't know if I like the way you can still use the staff like a... I will never hit him. I will never ever hit him. Because he's too good for me. Oh. No? I'm not too far anyway, so I can just go manually. So the point is, I like this stuff, by the way. I like the stuff. What? Oh my god, is the... Why I cannot ever hit him? It's because he's using... It is because he's using a skill that is actually not... Wait a second. Wait a second, huh? .5. Which kind of skill is that using? Category ID 47. He has no requirements at all. Weapon range 30. Item skill ID 12. So in reality, is going on skill number 12. Yeah, it's going on Azure Way. But why I cannot use it? Why I cannot use it ranged? Why I cannot use it ranged? You have no weapon equipped. Fuck. Fuck! Okay, let me test 1 second in the old game because maybe we didn't enable it. Maybe we didn't enable it in Unreal yet. That's possible. Hello, Wajat. Yeah, the Twitch chat is dead. I can see it, but I have to switch windows to see it. No, the Twitch chat is not coming through, but I can read you. Currently skill increase quality and hour and quality received. Yes, now the skill of 110 or per success. Yes, making non-bread going back and forth between percent. Yeah, I was thinking, Wajed, what else we can have, you know, as a bonus or as a talent, right? What can be the talent on those skills like harvesting and such? So, for example, I don't know if you could detect the areas where, you know, those things can be harvested, or if you can sense at a distance those areas, or if you can memorize those locations automatically. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking something like that, you know. So like, is there anything else that we can do on top of just giving more quality? Yeah, Twitch chat is still GG. I can try to restart the, not the stream, but just the chat application and see, but I think it's... I think it's strange that, but anyway. Staff of Thunder? No. Staff of Whisper? I mean, whatever. What do you mean? What do you mean Staff of Whisper doesn't exist? It exists only in... No, it exists. What was the name? Ah, it's Magic Stuff. Okay. Magic Staff of Thunder. Magic Staff of Whisper. Okay, now I have it. Is this one? Okay. Which, by the way, I think he also has a... Yeah, he also has a particle effect on it that we don't have in Unreal. That's a pity. I want to have it. So the point is... how does this work? I mean, are these staffs working as normal attacks or what? I don't remember how these staff are working, Wajed. How those work? Do they work as stop? No, stop. Do they work just as a normal attack, so that he knows that he has a 30 range, and so you can use it at this range? And he's just using the normal attack, because that is kind of weird. Azure Way 400. Azure Way 400. What the fuck? Why with the staff everything gets blocked? You can use the attack book to cue attacks from the staves. Really? Yeah, but it's the same. Holy shit. Holy moly. But why I mean, something weird happened. So basically the character attacked normally one time. And then he used the staff. Like, yeah, I think I know why. Because actually the combat engine is putting your character in attack mode, and then he's putting in the queue the new attack. Yeah, but it's very counterintuitive. This thing is very counterintuitive, I would say. So you have to schedule an attack from the staff specifically. Super annoying. I don't know if I have a better way, but I mean, and you can anyway use the staff as a melee weapon, right? So that's the thing. So you can still use it and just bash his head. Is this guy going to come back or not? I mean, he should, in theory. In theory, he should come back. There is no one there. I will go to another rat, I guess. The point is that I can still use this weapon as a normal weapon. You see? Which is a bit weird. I mean, it's okay. It's like a quarterstaff, but the rat won't come back. Holy fuck. Okay. So did I break something? Now, what I'm thinking is that this thing of scheduling attacks, you know, is so weird. Even if we put it as a talent, you know, the talent will become an ability, and then you can use the ability like you use anything else. The problem, you know, if you have like 4 of these staffs plus you have all your normal attacks, you know, it becomes impossible. I mean, it becomes so many things that you can click. That's a bit of my problem. Look at how cute these 2 eyes are. Look at these 2 eyes. No, but I understand what he's doing, because if he's a full attack, you know, if he's a, I was thinking he was using the normal attack, but actually triggering the staff, but he's not. So you have to explicitly, you know. You have to explicitly do that. But in our new world, you know, in our new world, this means that this ability is actually yes, it's actually an ability, a normal is an attack ability. So this one should go. Now I don't know if in the old yeah, must be an attack. So this one in the database must have under attacks. I mean, I'm sure it does. Under attacks, there must be a thunder thingy. If I do name like thunder, probably it's coming up. Yes, you say. So there is like a real attack. With a difference. No, I see. He has his own delay, he has his own range. He has his own spell effect. I mean, this outcome is basically a spell effect. He has his own requirements. To be used. I understand. I think I understand. But we don't have so many. Do we really have? So it's basically 1, 2, and 3 staves for each way. Yeah. Do we really have so many? Do we really have all of those? Staff of Glimpse, Staff of Radiant Light, Staff of Aurora, Staff of Whisper, Staff of Whirlwind, Staff of Thunder, Staff of Empathy, Staff of Revelation. Do we really have all these ones? I mean, it looks like we do. Okay. I mean, if we do, why not? Would be cool if there were cards that you schedule into slots. I mean, at the moment they are already kind of attacks that you schedule into. I mean, you can put into slots, yes. What do you mean by cards? 3 steps for each way. Wow, that's very good. That's very nice. That is very, very nice. Okay, let me try to enable this, okay? The problem is that we need to match the attacks, right? So we need to have, for example, Staff of Glimpse, right? Need to match. Why do I see those? Because I have these open. I was seeing some notifications of people starting to play games. So let's try to match this, okay? So to match that, let me do this. Let me move this on the other side. So it's a bit easier for me to see it in both sides. And we go opinions are split on the magic staff of tranquility. Like it's too strong or what? I mean, if it's only tweaks, you know, we can tweak. I mean, tweaking is always doable. So these are the attacks. Okay, so I need to match my Staff of Glimpse, okay, with the right attack ID. So this one needs to be 57. And Staff of Radiant Light must be 58. And Staff of Aurora must be 59. Are they in a sequence? If they're in a sequence, it's easy. And Staff of Whisper, no, it's 69. You see, this one is not in a sequence. And Staff of Whirlwind is 70. And Staff of Thunder is 71. Staff of Empathy is 63. Staff of Revelation is 64. Staff of Meditation is 65. So basically what this number is doing is associating this talent to a specific attack, okay, that is defined in our database. Staff of Heat is 54. Staff of Burning 55. Staff of Wildfire 56. Staff of the Wall 66. I guess it's brown probably. Staff of Fortress 67. Staff of Tranquility 68. And we can tweak. At the moment, Staff of Tranquility requires 70. Requires 70, right? Rank in brown. Staff of Negation is 60. Staff of Drain is 61. And Staff of Void is 62. Okay, so basically like this we have them all. So if I copy our insert, right? Oops. If I copy our insert and I get this and I put it in the database, right? And I mean, we already have associated. We already have the associated. Now the image name I think is a bit fucked up, but the icon probably will not be there. But at the moment we don't care. So if I execute this, let me see if it works, huh? Yes, this is executed. Okay. So if I execute that and I go and I restart the server, I don't know if there is a specific particle though, because the particle, probably the particle is not the right one. Very possible. Like Staff of Burning, right? For example, as an attack, Staff of Heat. So I should go under progression events, I guess. And if I do a name like Staff, yes, why only so few? That's kind of fishy, huh? That is kind of fishy. Why only so few? Because maybe they are reused. They are reused. 1, 2, and 3. They are reused. Okay. They are reused and okay, but do they do different things based on the staff? Mana cost, attacker mana, mana aim, blah blah blah. Yeah, I think because the final damage is based on the damage that is specified on the weapon. So I think it's coming out of here. I think it's coming out of yeah, I think it's coming out of this damage, 2.6. But I'm not completely sure, but let me see, because for example, if we have let's take the first one, right? The first one is Staff of Glimpse. So in theory, Staff of Glimpse should be the one with less damage. It's 2.5. Okay, it's 2.5. Inside Crystal, Staff of Aurora should be the most powerful one, right? That's 2.7. I mean, it's not really insane, but is the final damage somehow multiplied by the mana that you channel or something? Because otherwise Staff of Glimpse, because Staff of Glimpse, right, is called so maybe the point is that you are going to channel more mana into it. I don't know. I'm not very positive about this thing. I don't know if this thing is really working as expected, but okay, but I think I understand the point. So I think this stuff should be documented, by the way, because reinventing the wheel all the time. Maybe it is documented, but I don't know where. Holy green. So if I go here and... Hello, Mr. Rat. Sorry, I need to do some experimentation on you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Rat, but I need to do some experimentation, yes. So the point is, I have my staff now, right? And I have my abilities. So basically the point will be that under magic, I should have, yeah, staff, you see, staff of void, staff of drain, staff of negation. So the point is that I need to equip the weapon and then I need to use the specific attack. You know, that's super annoying. That's super annoying. I mean, I think that if the weapon has a special attack, it should become like the default. I don't know what to say, but I mean, I don't know how to say that, but like you right click and you do that, you know, because if the player needs to equip this, then go under a new thing here, then take Staff of whatever it is, this Staff of Thunder, which is actually here. Pick up this thing, put it here, which by the way, it doesn't have an icon, so it's not possible to pick it up. Okay, that's the problem. But anyway, let's assume he has an icon. When I drop it, it will do this, okay? It will do attack, Staff of Thunder. So this is what it's doing. It's doing nothing else than that. By the way, we have a bug that it doesn't update the thing. So, and then it needs, okay, when he has it here, then it's a bit easier, because when he has it here, then he can just click on that. And he say, that attack does not exist. That attack does not exist. Okay. Staff of Thunder. Staff of Thunder. What do you mean the attack does not exist? Oh wow, you need uppercase. You need Staff of Thunder. You need it case sensitive. Bro, if you need it case sensitive, it's kind of annoying, but anyway. Yeah, I think you need it case sensitive. You don't have a target in front of you. You don't have a target in front of you. Yeah, actually it worked. Yeah, but you see, it's super, I mean, it's super complex. I mean, it's really insanely complex, you know? It's super, so I will have to like keybind, you know, this to, I don't know, 1, assuming I can. And it's not already bound to something else. And that would be a bit easier because I can go here and I can press 1. But it needs to be in combat mode. Oh my god, it's so insane. It needs to be in combat mode and have a target actually targeted, and then I can press 1 and now it works, right? But bro, I mean, once you know it, once you know it is okay, but no one will ever figure this out. And by the way, it's already working, which is nice, but I think that my point is, when you have a weapon in your hand that has a special ability, I think that special ability should automatically become your left click. Oh shit. Did it do it already? No, I cannot believe it. It is already working? No, I don't think it is working. I think at the moment, you know what it's doing? I think at the moment it's using the staff. He's using the staff as a normal attack weapon. And since he has a range of 30, because it's a ranged weapon, you can use it from distance. Which makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense. I think it's the same also in the old game, probably. Because the logic is the same. So if I go far away, you know, from my rat, and then I'm trying to attack him, I think I will be able to attack him from here. You see? Because this weapon is a ranged weapon. That is completely stupid. I mean, it's stupid. I mean, I don't know. But you are using it in melee at 30 range. You understand what is happening? So it totally makes no sense. A Kikiri, eh? So as long as I am in the range of the weapon, I think that is still probably in the range, I can attack. You see? I'm attacking him. I'm attacking him at 30 meters distance. I mean, it makes no sense, eh? So, okay. So I think this is something we can improve. So what we can do that when you have in your hand a weapon which is actually having a magical attack, the problem is how to know that. How to know that my weapon. How do I know? How do I know that this weapon is... because it's upside down. I mean, it's the other way around. Like, at the moment is the opposite. So the attack knows that it requires the weapon. It's not the weapon that knows that it can trigger the attack, unfortunately. But wait, we have an apply... but we have an effect, actually. We have an effect that is applied to us when we have that weapon equipped. So, in theory, we know it. You see? So, in theory, we know that... is a buff, but this buff is this buff doing anything or not? I think this buff is giving you 10 charisma and 9 crystal way. So now in our new world we should see it, right? Yes, we see it. We see... no, wait. 9... what? Yeah, because it is the Staff of Thunder, right? Staff of Thunder is the Azure one. 10 wheel, 9 Azure. So 9 Azure, I see it. And 10 wheel... well, actually I see 15, probably because there is something else that is giving me another bonus of 5. Okay. I understand. Very interesting. Okay, so we know that we have this buff because we have it now. I think we need a buff. I mean, I think we need to have a way, a mechanism that enables a special attack based on the item that you have. Because, I mean, what happens if I do... what happens if I try to use this Thunder without the weapon, right? What does it do? You do not meet the requirement for the attack, you see? So he knows that. He knows that I don't have the staff anymore equipped. So, but that is the attack. That is the attack that in his script attack Staff of Whisper as probably the requirement to have that particular weapon on. No? Maybe it's under the prerequisite of the attack. No. Is not in the prerequisite of the attack. So how the hell does it know? I mean, also, I mean, if I remove the staff, I guess I still have 60. Yes, I have 100. So I'm definitely above the requirement of the rank. But I'm definitely above the requirement of the rank, but he I mean, it's somehow he knows. But I don't see it here, right? Script, mana cost, duration, attacker mana, then source attacker, psychic blow, mana, attacker, final damage. Active spell count. So this is the actual, I mean, this is doing the damage. It's not checking if we have the weapon, right? It's not checking if... so who is checking for this? Because here the only requirement is the Azure Way 60. That's the only requirement. Is there something hard-coded anyway? Calculate. Maybe is in the calculate 1 damage. I don't know. Maybe it's in the calculate 1 damage. That's possible. Calculate 1 damage. No, I'm missing something. I'm missing a place where we have... I'm missing the place where we have the check for the specific weapon or the check for the specific buff to be active. I don't know, we can debug it, but I think it would be best if I just find it from here, but I think it's doing nothing else than... Because we have the keep script, yes. We have the... I think we have only the keep script. We don't have anything else. Unless there is some reasoning done on wands. I don't think there is any other reason why. Let me check what it's saying. If I try to do it without a wand, it's saying you do not meet the requirement of that attack. You do not meet the requirement of that attack. So it's actually coming from here. Check if the requested attack name exists. Okay. Check if the requirements are met. And then he's doing the attack. So attack can attack. But attack can attack should just do the check on the prerequisite. And the prerequisite... Type requirements. Wait, I remember something. Yes, I think there are two types, two different requirements actually. Can item attack, check weapon, check weapon, check weapon, check weapon type, check weapon type. Yeah, but okay, so let me try to trick him. Okay, so I'm trying to execute the thunder one with the staff of whisper in my hand. No, you cannot trick him. You cannot trick him. How does he know? How does he know that? Yeah, I think we are triggering this check weapon, but I'm not completely sure how. How we are doing that check. You know what? I think I'm going to debug it. It's easier. It's way easier. It's way easier to debug it than try to figure it out. So I will stop the server. I will run the server in debug mode, and we will see. No, because I need to understand the connection between the attack, the prerequisite of the wand, and the buff. Because if he's working on the buff, right? If he's working on the buff, then I think we can do the same check. And so as soon as you wield the weapon, you have the weapon in your hand, then we can say from that point on automatically enable the special attack as the default attack. Which I think anyway could be a good idea, unless we have weapons that have multiple usages, right? You can... Yeah, unfortunately, that's the case for pretty much all the weapons, because if you think to the other special abilities that we have, yeah, but we need a smarter way, yeah, because the current way sucks. So we need a smarter way. That way is not a good way. That way is really not a good way. I mean, I cannot require the player to create the shortcut to the ability, assign it to a number. I mean, it's impossible, right? Super annoying. I mean, it's super annoying. It's not reasonable. It's really not reasonable. So if you put the staff in your hand, then automatically, you know, the default attack should become the attack of the staff, or the magical attack of the staff. So that's how it should work. There is no other way. Bling. So if I try to use my thunder and I don't have the staff, right? We are triggering this, right? And can attack is definitely false. Yes. Now I want to understand why can attack is false. I think it's based on the type of the weapon. Yes, you see, it's type requirement. So there is actually a type requirement that is loaded, which is a prerequisite, which is an item that is the Staff of Thunder. So this attack knows that it needs to have the Staff of Thunder as a prerequisite. The only problem is that I don't see that. I don't see that. Am I blind or what? It's not saying that. The only prerequisite that I see is Azure Way 60. Then I see range, I see delay, I see attack type. I see attack type. Wait. Attack types. 36. Okay. Okay. Here it is. Is here. Is inside attack types. This is the prerequisite. And this 865 is our item, I guess. Staff of Thunder. 865, you see? So, yes, it's done through the attack type. And the attack type knows... Okay. I'm thinking what is the easiest way for me to do this. The easiest way would be to check if when you have equipped a specific weapon, if that weapon has an attack type defined. The problem is, I mean, you see that basically is used only for the staff. Is used only for these staves, right? Because the others are going by weapon type. Yes, the others are going by weapon type because they need to check that. Oh, yeah, exactly. So the point would be, I don't know exactly how to solve this. I don't know how to solve this somehow. I don't know how to solve this. But I can think about it. So basically we have the following sequence, right? So we have a weapon. We have a weapon. We have an ability. And we have a specific rank. So let's say that a rank, a rank is enabling the ability. So rank 60 in Azure Way is enabling you this ability, right? So this is the only thing that the code knows. The code knows that you have a specific rank and that ability is available. Then when that ability is available, right, you can put it in your shortcut bar, independently of the fact if you actually own that weapon or you don't own that weapon, because the ability doesn't know. The ability is just a generic ability. It can be detect secrets, or can be anything else. But in this case, it is an attack ability, and this attack, and yeah, exactly. And this ability is connected to an attack, which is connected to an attack type, which is connected to a weapon. So this is the sequence that we have at the moment, right? So this is the sequence that we have, which is fairly complex, I have to say, but obviously it's giving us a lot of configurability. So we can configure a lot of stuff with this, right? So the rank is Azure Way 60, right? The ability is Staff of Thunder, and the attack is called Staff of Thunder as well. And the attack type is requiring, well, the attack actually Staff of Thunder and requires Azure 60, right? Because well, actually also the ability requires Azure 60. I mean, it's a bit of a duplication, but yes, we have the requirements. We have the requirements in both places. So the ability can be enabled only if you have Azure 60, and the attack that is connected to the ability the same, right? Now the attack type is an item attack, because he knows it, because he sees it in this column. He sees that the weapon ID is not 0. And so it's an item attack and requires, item ID, whatever, 865, whatever it was. 865, which is the Staff of Thunder, right? Which is the Staff of Thunder. So, and then you have the weapon, right? Then you have the weapon. The weapon doesn't really know much, because the weapon knows. No, the weapon doesn't know anything. The weapon is the last ring of the chain. The weapon doesn't know shit, because even if I can go on the weapon and I can remove the magical bonus, this one. I can remove the equip bonus, which is this one, and it will make no difference. I will still be able to cast my Magic Staff of Thunder. This bonus is just an additional bonus on the weapon that is giving me +10 will and +9 Azure Way, right? So it's just an additional extra bonus, but it's nothing to do. So actually the weapon The weapon has no information that this attack actually exists, right? Zero information. So the weapon doesn't know anything about the special attack, and this is a bit of a problem though, because I think this is our problem at the moment, right? Because if I want to automatically enable the special attack for this weapon, I need the weapon to know, so that as soon as you equip it, it will use that as a special attack, right? But it doesn't know. It doesn't know. Is your ability that knows. But the ability is just an enabler, you know, to the attack. So yeah, so what we need to do, I think what we need to do now, the problem is that but I think it will be very cool to have, will be very, very nice to have. Would be very nice to have. So that as soon as you get a special weapon that is a special attack, you can automatically use it with the left click, right? Now, this works very well for the staff, but unfortunately, there are other items which are more complex than that. And so before solving the problem, because solving the problem could be just easy as saying, okay, whenever you are loading an attack type, right? Whenever you are loading an attack type that is of type item attack, just go in the weapon, right? Just go in the weapon in memory, in the base stats, and add the requirement of a special attack, so that she knows that she can trigger a special attack. I can do that. That's doable and not too complex. The problem is that we have another case that is breaking this solution. And the case that is breaking this solution is so it is weapon with special attack, right? The case that is breaking this solution is a weapon type with multiple special attacks, right? That we have today. Because if I look at the ones that we said, yeah, the server is still in debug mode. It is a good problem to solve, but I think if we solve it, it will be so much easier. Okay, so our Staff of Thunder is basically this thing, right? And it is the easy one, right? Now, unfortunately, for the swords, so the whole category of swords, whatever is the sword, you can use, you know, a number of special attacks. Yes, here. I'm in the right thingy. A number of special attacks, right? And actually, you have 5 possible: side slash, lunge, beat attack, disengage, circular parry. These are 5 maneuvers. That you can use while attacking. When you have a sword when you have a sword equipped. Any type of sword. In fact, if we go in our database and we check the attack types, you will see that under sword, yes, here there are there is weapon ID 0, but there are three different types of weapon types, and these one are pointing to the weapon category, which is probably item categories or whatever. 129. I don't know if he's pointing at the item category or he's pointing at the skill. 1 2 no. It's probably 129. 129. I have no idea what he's pointing to. I think he's probably pointing to the skill then. 1 2 no. It's not pointing at the skill. What weapon type? Let me see if there is in the documentation. Weapon type. More than one required weapon type may be listed. See weapon types ID. Separate each weapon. Weapons type ID. We have another table. GG. Okay, weapon types. Okay, weapon types. There is another table. Okay, which is here. And this one, I think, is finally pointing to the item type. Okay, so I have no idea why it's saying 129 though. Here it is. 129. Perfect. So 129. So that particular attack type can be done with any type of sword, any type of dagger, and the sabre. Okay. So those attacks are applicable to that. So in reality, you know, it's more complex than that because in this world, right? In this world, you have sword 60. Well, you don't even need 60, by the way, because this is like, well, let's say that you have 100, okay, which is the maximum, which is more complex. So you have sword 100, right? This rank is actually enabling for you multiple abilities. Is enabling multiple abilities. And I think I will never be able to do what I want to do with paint, but let's try. Close, but no. Okay, let me redo it. It's easier. But anyway, just to say that you have multiple abilities, okay? So you have 1, then you have 2, then you have 3, and whatever. So you have a number of abilities. In this case, we have 5, actually. We have 5 abilities. And so instead of this ability, right, you have a number of them. You have a number of them, and okay, and these abilities are, for example, these ones, right? So you have 5 abilities enabled by that on a specific type. Let me save this file because I think I will need it in the future. This will be Unreal Mission, Talents, Abilities. Let me call it Talents, Abilities, so if I search one or the other, I will find it. Now, these ones are attacks, right? These ones are attacks, so the attack is the same. So in theory, the attack is the same list that we have here, because the attack is basically the same. I mean, it has a slightly different name, but it's called attack size slash, but it's the same thing. It's the same list. It's exactly the same list. Right. And no, I think I want it blue. And then in attack type, this one will not be anymore an item type attack, right? But it will be, I mean, but is weapon type ID or whatever it's called. It's called weapon type. Yeah. So this is a weapon type attack. And weapon type attack can actually filter on multiple weapon types. And so in our case, this is going through another table that we didn't have before, but we have now, which is weapon type. Right? In weapon type we said that the only thing that he has is a list of, is an ID with the object type, and this is pointing, I'm pretty sure that this name is pointing to the type name, right? It's pointing to the type name. So and this finally goes into, so this is a reference to I think this is a reference to item stats dot, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is a reference to item stats item type. Yes, this one, item type. Which obviously can be multiple weapons, right? So in reality, you know, it's not like that. It's not like that, because it's not. In reality, everything is multiple, right? Everything is multiple. So like one ability, I mean, we can say that one ability points to one attack, but obviously you have 5 abilities here, so it's pointing to 5 attacks, and 5 attacks are pointing to 5 attack types. Yeah, I think that this is all multiple, right? This is all multiple. They can point to multiple weapon types, and at the end it points to multiple weapons. So I think it's okay. I don't have to duplicate it, but everything here is multiple, right? Everything. So attacks can be many. Doesn't really look good like that. But anyway, they can be many. This can be many, this can be many, this can be many. So at the end, the weapon again, doesn't know anything about the special attacks that are set in this case on his category, right? Because in this case, it's not just the weapon, but it's he doesn't even know, the weapon doesn't even know that there is all this structure above her, right? It doesn't know. It doesn't know. So now we have the problem that the player is I'm just saying that the Twitch chat is still broken. It's still giving me the same error. Let me try to relaunch it. Maybe we'll do something. I don't know. Boom. No, it's still broken. Twitch for me is still broken. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe someone was speaking on Twitch. I didn't see. No, no one was speaking on Twitch. Okay. Okay. So I think it is a good thing that we understand this. I mean, it's a good thing for me to remember all of this sequence. And basically, the problem is that in this case, right? In this case, which let's say is case number 1. In case number 1, would be fairly easy to automatically assign the special attack on the left click when you are in combat mode. Because if you are in combat mode and you left click, we could do this. We could transfer the attack type on the specific weapon and show it as an automatic attack. On the case number 2, we could do it by weapon type. Weapon type is not a problem because I can still reach all the weapons of the weapon type. So I could add on top of the weapons the fact that they know that they have a special attack. They would be the same as case 1. What is breaking the pattern here is the fact that we have 5 of them, right? We have 5, and so when you left click, I don't know which one you want. I don't know which one. So when you left click, here I know what you want. Here I don't know what you want. I mean, the best would be the problem is that the mouse wheel, you know, the mouse wheel is already used for zooming in and out, but otherwise the best way would be to zoom to swap between these attacks with the mouse wheel, right? That would be the best. Because consider that you are in combat, right? So the point is that you are in combat mode. So you are like this. So your mouse doesn't really do anything. Your mouse can only target, right? And your left click is attacking. And your mouse wheel is zooming in and out. So we basically need another key. We need another key. I mean, it can be Q and E, but it can be Q and E to rotate the attacks. So I'm thinking to something like this, you know. I'm thinking to something like this. I'm thinking to this. I'm thinking to I'm thinking to this. You have the target on. Okay, so you are on the target. You are on the target, and when you are on the target, you see the current attack that is scheduled next. And you could see next to the target. The only problem is that it may be annoying to have something always on screen right here. So I think it should appear and disappear. It should appear only when you first target. But for a second, okay, for a second, imagine that imagine that you see an icon that is appearing for a second, okay? And then it's disappearing. And this icon is telling you that the next attack will be a normal attack, right? Will be just a normal slash attack. But you have a key that at the moment I don't know which one, but I'm thinking to Q and E. You know, I'm thinking to override Q and E when you are in combat mode, which could be one way. Right? So consider that you are using W, you know, all that stuff to move. So you are using this you're using this to move, right? So we cannot really touch WASD, but we can touch, come on, do a vertical line please, thank you. We cannot really touch this, but we can touch Q and E. And I think it could be pretty intuitive if it's actually Q and E. We cannot touch caps lock. I mean, these ones, because I need an up and down, you know? I need something that is switching for me up and down. If you have multiple attacks, I need something that is switching up and down the attacks, right? And that could be like Q and E. And so basically what would happen is that fuck. Yeah, actually it could also be the name. There could also be the name, yes, why not? There could also be the name next to it. There could be, right? So imagine that imagine that you scroll with Q and E up and down, and you see this thing changing. And instead of that attack, you see this attack, okay? I don't know if it's very I mean, I don't know if it's easy to use or it becomes a mess, but that would be like the easiest that I can think of. What do you think about it, boys? I don't know if someone is following, but I hope so. What do you think about that? In France, we use the Azert and not who's. Yeah, it's the same. For you will be an A, but it's the same. It's the same position. You have a key. You have a key available here, right? You have a key available there, so. Okay. Just a second. I'm trying to fix this Twitch stuff. Log out. Okay, I logged out. Log in, log out. Log in. Okay, I logged in. I logged in. I restart the stream apps. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what login and log out is actually doing, man. I did it. I also restarted the Restream chat app, and I still see one of the two channels. You think I can copy paste this? No. Let me see if I can copy paste this. Ah, yes, I can. Nice. Nice. What do you think about this, boys? Do you have another better way of doing this? Because basically this will be a way to switch, you know, to switch between attacks while you are fighting. So imagine that you are fighting, right? Imagine you are fighting, you are in combat mode, you are running around, you know, you want to do a specific attack, and you basically have two ways. Or you press a key. Or you press a key. Like one, you know, but it means that you need to have mapped. It means that you need to have mapped your shortcut bar to the specific weapon. Or what we can do, what if we have wait a second, edit settings, remove destination, remove GG, but this will go down for sure. Okay. Yeah, the Twitch chat is not working. I don't know. I cannot fix it. It's nice because the support of Restream is very responsive, which is very nice. Considering I don't pay anything, I mean they are still responding to me, so which is very nice. But yeah, I think it's not fixable at the moment. Another way would be to automatically configure the bar based on the weapon that you have equipped. There could be another way, right? So imagine that the shortcut bar is changing automatically based on the weapon that you have equipped. So if you have a sword, it will basically do nothing. We stay as it is. But if you have the staff equipped, it will switch these icons to be the staff. And if you have a weapon that allows special attacks, whatever it is, it will reconfigure this. Now it will become your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? It will become your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The problem is that you may want to have spells there instead of the automatically configured ones. This is not an easy problem, right? Yes. Okay. I don't know, guys. Do you have a point of view on all of this, or you're just not listening, or what? I don't know. Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea on how to, or I mean, or what is the best way of these two ways? Or is there a third way to do it even better? I think the Q and E is probably the easiest. I mean, the easiest. The more friendly way, because I don't think you will use Q and E for anything while in combat. We use E for interaction, but not in combat, right? So an extra hardware you push with your foot? You mean with your feet? I don't think so, Hula. It will be very expensive to create hardware for this. It will be super expensive, but thank you for the idea. Okay, thanks. Yeah, they say that is probably didn't connect on start, and so we have to redo it later on. Okay. Is there another way? Well, another way. I mean, yeah, there are many possibilities, you know. So the possibilities, the solutions, you know, possible solutions, there are many possible solutions actually. So the first possible solution is use Q and E to scroll between options, right? I fucked up. Q and E to scroll between options, which is this thing, right? which is this thing. The other possibility is to disable the other possibility is to disable the mouse wheel, right? And use the mouse wheel for this. The big problem of that is that you will not be able to zoom in and out anymore while in combat, and I think that's super annoying, so I think you should not do it. But there could be a combination, you know, there could be a shift mouse wheel or something like that, you know. So imagine pressing shift and mouse wheel and you see this symbol changing, right? You see this symbol changing. I think that would be acceptable. I think that would be acceptable. The problem is that shift is already used for sprinting. So and I want to sprint in combat for sure. I want to be able to sprint. So I cannot use the shift. I cannot use the shift and mouse wheel. It's a pity because shift mouse wheel would have been so nice. Shift and mouse wheel would have been so nice. I think would have been perfect. Or we do control and mouse wheel. I don't know. Should we do control and mouse wheel? Because control is used to swap between walk and run. And or we can just do Q&E. Q&E I think is the best solution. Q&E to me is the best solution. Can I still make a script where I have just to push a key for changing line commands? Yes, it's here. It's in there. You click on macro editor. You go on any key. You know, you can create a key that is called hula, and hula says greet and says sit and says hello. Okay, greet, sit, and hi. So this will be your hula key, and when you press it, you will do all of that. So yes, it's still scriptable. No, we didn't see it actually, but. So it's actually, yeah, but it's actually possible. This macro, this shortcut bar is completely configurable. So yes, you can. Hello, Black Ghost. Hi, welcome. I just started to make a project. How did the Mega Grant process work? Basically, you have to submit your application to Mega Grants, and there is a page for it. You can just search Epic Mega Grants, and there is an apply, and he's explaining you everything about it. So it's fairly easy. Basically, they ask you, you know, the name of the project, the email, the website, a project description, and if you have some demo. I mean, if you have some, they're asking here a project video. So if you have a video or a demo of what you want to do, that would be easier, right? That would be definitely easier, because if you are already in a stage where you can show something, I think it's more appealing to them, it's more interesting to them. And yeah, and I think you should do it in that case. I don't know exactly how they select people. We have been selected after more than 1 year, I think, of applying. I think I applied, I don't remember, like in July, and then the next April or next May, you know, we got the grant. And I got a message in between, like 3 months later, saying, Your mega grant is under evaluation, was not accepted yet, but it may be accepted in the future. So it's like if we got like a second chance, you know. So we didn't get it immediately, but we got like a second chance, and then we got it. So the point is, we have also another problem, you know. The other problem is, you see the marker on the top left. Let me remove this. You see the marker on the top left, the 1.5, which by the way is not even centered. But anyway, that marker is the speed of the weapon, right? So it's, even if I click a million times, until that thing is finished, you will not be able to attack again, okay? Because it's the weapon delay. So it's the time the weapon takes to actually execute a full attack. This works for fighting too. What do you mean, Hula, by fighting? You mean melee? You mean normal attacks? Yeah, but consider that, you know, the way we are doing it is that we don't have, I mean, every weapon type will have special attacks. I mean, for sure, you see, these are the attacks. Special attacks, special attacks, special attacks, special, you know, all these ones. So, and every category has some, right? For polearm, for ranged, for melee, for mace, all of them have one, right? So, I would even argue that this could be true for magic. Ah, you mean a script for having talent one after another? Yes, you can have that. Yes, you can have that. The problem, you know, with attacks is that you want them to be timed at the right time. So if you just create a script, but yes, you can, because you see that Thunder, which is my Staff of Thunder, is doing nothing else than /attack Staff of Thunder. So this is what is going through the server. You can even type it if you want. So yes, you can have attack Staff of Thunder. You can have attack, whatever, furtive strike, right? Furtive strike. You can have attack. So the problem, if you put them all in a list like this, is that they will just execute one after the other, but there will be no good timing. And you know, if you are fighting, you want to attack at a specific time, right? You don't want to attack like randomly. You want to attack at a specific time. Then maybe you run around, you arrive here, and boom, you do your slash, right? And then you run around, you avoid some spells or some area of effect, and then boom, you attack again, right? And you do your special attack. So this is why I think that you should always see what is your current special attack, and you should be able to switch between them. Now, one thing that would be very nice is to do the same with spells. Because in theory, you know, in theory, you could do the same also with the spells or with abilities. But you know, abilities, I think abilities are easier, because abilities, you know, if you are searching traps, right? if you are searching traps. I mean, you are not in combat mode, you are relaxed, you know, you are looking around. You can click with your mouse here. It's not a problem to click with your mouse, right? It's not a problem. The problem are the attacks, because you are in combat mode and you are moving constantly, and your mouse is busy with the targeting, right? It's busy with targeting. So yeah, I think that it would be very nice if we could have. I think this idea is a good idea. I think this idea of having a list of attacks that scroll would be nice. In terms of programming it is not very complex, because at the end for us it's just a widget, you know. The only problem will be to send to the client the options that he has when he's equipping a weapon. So every time he equips a specific type of weapon, you will see here on the right all the options. Well, not all the options. You will see the current option, I guess. You will see. So let's say that you equip a weapon, right? Because to equip a weapon, you have to anyway to go out of combat mode. You cannot equip a weapon in combat mode. So you have to go out of combat mode and then equip something. So when you equip that something, when you put it on, right? When you put it on, do we want to display something like new ability available or something like that? New ability. Like if there is something here on the left that is just saying new ability, Staff of Thunder available, right? And you equip a sword, and it will say new ability, lunge, side slash, blah blah blah, enabled. Maybe it can tell you the first time, because if it tells you all the time, it starts to be annoying. But maybe it tells you the first time that you put it on, and then so you put the weapon on, you go in combat mode, and you start to see, what was that? And you start to see on the right the icon, right? On the right of the crosshair, you see the icon. And you can switch between them. And you can say normal attack or special attack. Because the special attack... Now, because what I'm thinking is that, you know, the special attack may require... The special attack may require mana, or may require stuff that you don't have. So we also need to have a kind of a default. That's not very easy to sort out. Hello, not thriller. Hi, welcome. With my script, I don't lose the possibility to use... with my script, I don't lose the possibility to use ordinary key. Well, you can associate, you know, you can associate here. You see key binding? If you click on key binding here, you can associate a key to a specific ability, okay? So you can say that your script is run every time you press the key, I don't know, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or any key, yeah, any key, including combination. Can be shift Shift 3. For example, now I press the Shift 3. So whenever I press Shift 3, this ability will be triggered, right? So I am Italian? Yes, I am Italian. But I think it's a good plan. I think we should do it this way. I think we should do it this way. I'm just, you know, thinking to Q and E, or it can be remapped to another key. But the point is that if you have your mouse, you know, if one hand is using the mouse and the other one is using the keyboard, you don't have a lot of options. I mean, you can associate like space, but like space to cycle, but space is already used to, you know, you can associate maybe C and X. I don't even know what happens if I press C while I'm in combat mode. No, nothing is happening. Okay, combat mode. Well, no, actually something is happening. Handle death. I think a little card icon should appear and you can drop them into a schedule bar, schedule attack, thunder wave. Now there is no schedule anymore, Marcelo. You are thinking to the old game. There is no schedule anymore. Attacks are instant. You don't schedule anything. It's all real time. I don't want to have the schedule anymore. I think schedule is not fun. Because again, as I was saying before, each attack should happen at a specific time. I mean, you may have around you, you know, 10 monsters, right? And so you want to attack one with a normal attack, then you want to switch and do your special attack on the other one, and then you want to switch and do another attack, another special attack on another monster, right? So all of this should be dynamic. All of this should be dynamic and continuous, and you can continue to fight forever, switching your abilities, you know, switching between your abilities. So it cannot be a schedule. A schedule is not possible. It must be instant. So basically what will happen, you know, is that you will use tab to switch combat mode. You will use the mouse to scroll. So I think that the point is mouse. Perfect. So let me think to the most complex situation that we have, okay? The most complex situation that we have. The most complex situation that we have is, can I have a keyboard that is not that white, but then just a normal keyboard? Yeah, this one is a bit better. This one is slightly better. It's not very big, but so so basically you will go, I need a lot more space, but basically you will go, let's do it in blue. You will go combat mode, toggle on and off, right? On the tab, right? On the tab. You can move with WASD as usual, right? So you move with these things in the middle as usual. So no change here. This one I don't know exactly how to do it, but we can say just, you know, normal movement. Then you go shift, sprint, right? I don't think you will do crouch. I mean, okay, you can crouch if you want, but I mean, crouching in combat is a bit weird, but let's say that obviously if you want, you can crouch, no problem. With Alt, and you can change speed. Yeah, unfortunately it's exactly on top of it, fuck, but anyway. With Alt. With Control, I don't really know exactly what to do. At the moment is the switch between walk and run, right? But I don't think you're gonna use it. But then you're gonna use Q and E for special attack switch. I would say they will be special attacks and maneuvers, because they can be... remember also that we have the roll, we have the roll, yes. We have the roll. Yes, anyway, Q and E will be special attacks switch. So maybe let me do it in another color. Otherwise it's not very understandable. So we do green. Can you see green? It's a bit small, but anyway. Q and E. Q and E special attack switch. Then you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whatever is this you can manage it as you want, right? And this is basically your full shortcut. And this one is I think you will put spells on it, most likely. I don't think you will put abilities. I think static abilities you will click them one by one, right? But I think you will put spells. So if you have magic, considering that magic, consider you can have a lot of magic. You can have, I don't know, 50 spells, right? I don't think we can scroll through in the same way. I think it will look... it will become impossible to scroll through 60 spells, right? So I think you most likely will have the spells in your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and alt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So those key combinations will cover, you know, like 20, 30 spells. If you want to use them all, I don't know. Then you will have, then you have the mouse wheel for scrolling in and out, right? That we have already. So that's the zoom. Then you have your primary attack on the left. So that is the primary. This is the primary attack based on the special attack that you selected. Okay, so can be special, right? So can be a special attack. Fuck, doesn't fit. Right? And then you will have your secondary attack, which most likely is the second weapon or the shield. And so this one is the block, right? This one is the is the rise, shield, and block. So this second weapon or block with a shield if you have a shield. If you don't have a shield, it will be the secondary weapon. Ah, it doesn't fit. No. GG. If you press one spell button and then another fast, does it not happen? Or no, it will. Whenever you do something, you enter a specific mode. So if you are spell casting, you cannot spell cast again. So whenever you start casting a spell, your character goes in spell casting mode, and he will exit from spell casting mode only if he's interrupted or if the spell ends. The spell casting ends. So after spellcasting is finished, you can do another action. And this mode is basically at the core of our engine. So if you are crafting, you cannot spellcast, you cannot attack, and so on. So every mode is like exclusive mode, right? So it's one or the other. So I think that is already kind of considered in the... But I like this. I think we can implement it. So what we need to do, basically what we need to do the following, okay? So we need when we equip a weapon. Oh fuck, you can have two weapons. No. No, you can have two weapons. No, we are fucked. We are completely fucked. We are completely fucked. Nah. Nah. If we have two weapons, what we do? And both have special attacks. No, we say that we can do special attacks only with the primary weapon. Fuck it. Right? We say that. We say that you can do special attacks only with the primary weapon. Because otherwise it's a mess. Otherwise you will have two, you know? I mean, in theory it's possible. In theory it's possible because basically it means that you will have one icon to the right and one icon to the left. But then how do you scroll the two? Oh my god. Shield attacks. Oh my god. We have shield specific we have shield specific attack like shield slam, wall of shield, shield push, shield slam. Holy fuck. I mean, but this makes this system even more powerful somehow, you know, because this means that beat attack, you know, will go on the left, and on the right, the problem is that how do I scroll that? How do I scroll two thingies? If I only have Q and E. You see? Shield, fast block, shield slam, wall of shields, all this shit is done with the second weapon. I mean, with the second hand. It's done with the second hand. It's done with the second hand. Yes, it is. It is, it is, it is, it is. It is, it is, it is, it is. It is. It is. So we need somehow, some way, you know, to allow, because, you know, otherwise, I mean, if we don't create a system that manage this thing, our talents will be unusable, completely unusable, right? If we don't create a system that is managing this properly, no one will ever use it because it will be too hard to use. Again, it's impossible that while you are in combat, you go on the shortcut bar and you start to change stuff, you know? It doesn't make any sense. You will never do it. You will absolutely never do it. Now, yes, you can have everything on. You can say, oh, very easy. Very easy. You just put everything in numbers, you know, in shortcuts. But that is not very good, because when you change weapon, let's say that I have a sword and now I change it to an axe, my choices are changing because I have different type of attacks. And if I change it to a magic staff, now I have the magic staff powers, right, which are different. So I cannot really configure the bar in a way that, I mean, or I do it on the fly all the time, you know, or I do it programmatically, and every time you equip something your bar changes automatically. But that's super confusing. I think people will go crazy because they have their shortcut here. They don't want to have other shortcuts, right? So what if you hold your mouse button and that is scrolling the thingy? Like you hold your left, and then you move the mouse up or down, and this thing is scrolling. Let's say view is frozen. I mean that your mouse will not move anymore your character. Okay, so when you are holding down the mouse button, the thingy, the view, you know, is not moving anymore. Eh? What about this? So you hold the mouse left or right, and so if you hold your left mouse button, you scroll the one at the left. If you hold your right mouse button, you scroll the one on the right. Is that too complex? Because we need to scroll two thingies. We need to scroll. I mean, we need to, or I mean, there is also another way. The other way is that you do the setup before the fight, you know? So like before the fight, you have a specific window or something that where you choose this. But then while you are in combat, you cannot switch, which is super annoying. Is this becoming too complex? I don't know. But let's say this is the maximum complexity, okay? The maximum complexity is that you have 5 possible attacks on your primary weapon and 5 possible attacks on your secondary weapon, being a shield or just being a secondary weapon. Now, we could say, fuck it, you can only do it with your primary weapon. And we can say that. The problem is that we have shield attacks, and shield attacks are always done with the offhand, right? With the second hand. So You know what is annoying of the mouse hold? I think I like the mouse hold. I like it. I think would be okay. The problem is that imagine you are fighting, okay? And there is a freaking monster chasing you, right? And there is another monster appearing in front of you. And you are trying to like rotate the view, look around, well, in combat mode, rotate the view, look around, and you have to hold your mouse. When you hold your mouse, the view will not move anymore, right? Everything will be fixed. Now you can still walk, but everything will be fixed, and you will be able to move the mouse up or down to scroll the options. I don't know, it seems very complex, while I mean, it seems harder to manage than just pressing Q and E. You know what we can do? We can do the Q is moving the left and E is moving the right. We can do that. So instead of having Q go up and E go down, we can have Q cycle on the left and E cycle on the right. Because if you do Q up and E down, we can do it only on one side. I mean, we could do Shift Q. We could do Shift Q and Shift E to change the secondary, but I think considering the maximum you will have 5. I think it would be okay to press like QQQ, you know, QQQ, and I know that I go to a specific attack, and then click, then QQ, click, QQQ, click, you know, I think it's okay. And then I go to the shield, maybe the shield I don't change that often, and sometimes I press E, I change my shield attack, and then I right click, right? Is it too complex? I mean, are we adding too much stuff, like combat will become impossible? If you put your mouse to the left, no, you cannot put your mouse to the left, because I don't know if you tried the game, Marcelo, but when you are in combat mode, right? When you are in combat mode, your mouse doesn't exist anymore. Your mouse is the target. So you cannot, you don't have a mouse pointer anymore. This is your mouse pointer, and it's always in the middle, right? Because this is the one that you use to target people, like that guy. You know, I'm targeting that guy. So I cannot move my mouse left or right, because the icons will always be there. So I could QQQ E, right? And I may know the sequence, right? I may know the sequence. If I have 3 powers, and not 100, luckily, if I have 3 powers, I can QQ, attack, Q again one time, attack, E, I'm pressing E, I'm changing my shield, and I'm doing the shield attack. Then I'm pressing Q, 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 I don't know, I go to the next one, and I attack again. Right? I think it's fine. I think it's very cool. Now, the problem is that you need to be able to go back to the default attack. So let's say that in the list that we have, so in this list, right, beat attack, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if I want to show the list or not, because we could also, in theory, we could also show the list for a second, right, so that you know what is coming. But, fuck. The problem of showing the list is that it becomes very, very busy, you know. So like you can see the previous one and the next one, but yeah, I mean, you could see them for a second while scrolling if you want. But I mean, the window, the view will become pretty busy. I think probably the text is a bad idea. I mean, if we have good icons or decent icons, I think that the text may just be too much, you know. The problem is that if you don't know the icons well enough, you have no idea what you're doing. If you see just the icons like this and you are scrolling, so you're pressing Q and this thing is scrolling down, okay? So it's an infinite scroll, so it will always come back to the previous icon, right? It will scroll continuously. It will cycle, basically. It will cycle between all the icons, right? Maybe at least the current one should have the name. Maybe on the outside. So maybe you can have a small beat attack, you know, on the outside. Hopefully the names are not insanely long. I mean, we have some that are long, but but yes, the result will be something like this. Okay, so now unfortunately I killed, I mean, this is not right. This is, I mean, this is the arm of the guy. They will go through the icons, obviously. Right, it will go through the icons somehow. But yeah. No, the problem is it takes a bit of time to do this, so I want to be sure that I'm doing something that then is good, you know, because it will take. I mean, it's not too complex. It's not too complex. I think we can do it in relatively short time, but still, you know, it requires some effort. I don't want to go and develop, you know, something that then is. I mean, we just trash it the next day because it's unusable. Fuck, what was that? So let's say that the maximum complexity is something like that. With these things, you know, with 3 of them, I think I will always have maximum 3 of them cycling. Even if you have 10, there will always be 3 of them cycling for the left and for the right attack. And then you will be able to attack with the left attack and the right attack. And this will disappear immediately, okay? So you will see it 1 second like that. I don't know how much, but even half a second. And then you will see again the normal scene, okay? So, and you know that now you have loaded that particular attack, right? And so you can attack Q, you see the icon, then you go away, attack E, you see the icon, then you press 1 and you cast a spell, you press 2, you cast a spell, right? And then you want to go back to the default attack. So in this list there should also be the default. So if you don't want to do a special, if you want to do just the default, also because the special may have a requirement in terms of stamina or, you know, other characteristics which may be taking a lot of time, right? Okay, I think it's good. I think it could be okay. Were we 22 or 20? I think we were 20. 20? 20. I mean, I think that the queue up and down. I mean, we need to cycle the secondary as well. Now, I think this thing will apply only if you have special attacks. Okay, if you don't have special attacks, you will absolutely not see this. You know, if you don't have any special attacks, this will never appear, right? This will never be. Now the only question I have is there any other special ability that we want to use in combat and that goes on top of the special attacks? Is there any other ability? Because for example, you know, if you are a thief, we have somewhere, you know, the backstab. What is the backstab? The backstab backstab we say to remove. Okay, backstab doesn't exist anymore. Okay, good. That's nice. Do we have any other ability? Yes, this one. This one, balance 1 and balance 2. Oh my god, we have another layer, boys. We have another layer. Balance 1 and balance 2 was an idea that I had, right? But I think that this one you will have to go out of combat mode. I think you will go out of combat mode and you will just click it, because I finished the ideas, you know. But in theory here, the idea was that while you're moving in combat, you are able to shift your focus from attack to defense and get like a defensive stance, right? In balance 2, you are doing the opposite. From defense to attack and having an offensive stance. But I think this one must be a key. Must be a key. I don't know, 5, 4. I mean, something you put on the shortcut bar and you use it in combat. Basically, this will be used when you have to run away and they are still attacking you like crazy. So you put your balance 1 on and you are going in defensive stance, right? Okay, guys, I think I like this. And I think we will do it tomorrow. I think tomorrow we are going to build this widget, which stands around our crosshair, and that is doing this mechanic. So we have a number of things to do. The first thing to do is to enable the weapon to know which special attacks she has, right? Because the weapon needs to know. When the weapon knows the attacks, then this becomes fairly easy. So we need to decide if you want to send the attacks all the time, you keep something, or we want the client to know it. That I don't know. I mean, yeah. I will think about it. I don't know now. I think we should try to minimize the exchange of information between server and client. So I don't want to send to the client big stuff every time. But it's true that your weapon can change its abilities when you rank up. So when you rank up and you have a new ability, this list needs to be refreshed, right? Yes, that list needs to be refreshed. So we could cache it on the client until you rank up. When you rank up, that the information of the special attacks needs to be refreshed. And all the weapons that you have needs to be refreshed. Okay. I think it's a good plan. Boys. I think I'm gonna go. I think it was a good session. I really liked it. Because this concept, I think, will make our game and our combat so much more interesting. Assuming that the weapons, assuming that the monsters are smart enough. But remember, we also have PvP, so this thing can be used in PvP. And I think in PvP can be very, very fun to use different techniques, you know, and I think it could be very nice. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go. So thank you for watching. If you want to click on follow on Twitch, would be nice. And also it is free. And if you want to click on subscribe on YouTube, that's also free. And will help us because we want to reach 1,000 subscribers and we are at 900 and something. Then if you want to do even more, you can go to patreon.com and /planeshift and you can support us and you can access the alpha of the game that you can play now. The server is up, you can play it now if you pledge, and you can access some of the screenshot and videos that I'm posting sometime, and plus you get access to the supporters channel on Discord, which is also very, very nice. Okay, so tomorrow I think we will build that thing. I don't know how long it will take, but I think we're gonna build it because otherwise our talent makes no sense. See you. Goodbye. Have a good night. See you.